Oh, hello there. I'm Bilchan.
I'm Nimakong.
I'm Banchan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you Chapter 5, Section 3 of A Tale of Two Cities, book the first recalled to life.
As.
Ah.
A Tale of Two Cities, book the first recalled to life. Charles Dickens. Chapter 5, Section 3. Or of anything but black bread and death. Is it not so? It is so. Jack, Monsieur Defarge returned. At this second interchange of the Christian name, Madame Defarge, still using her toothpick with profound composure, coughed another graying of cough, and raised her eyebrows by the breadth of another line. The last of the three now said his say, as he put down his empty drinking vessel and smacked his lips. Ah, so much the worse. A bitter taste it is that such poor cattle always have in their mouths. And hard lives they live. Am I right? You are right. Check was the response of Monsieur Defarge. Put her toothpick by, kept her eyebrows up, and slightly wrestled in her seat. Hold then. True, muttered her husband. The three customers pulled off their hats to Madame Defarge. With three flourishes. She acknowledged their homage by bending her head and giving them a quick look. Then she glanced in a casual manner around the wine shop, took up her knitting with great apparent calmness and repose of spirit, and became absorbed in it. Gentlemen, said her husband, who had kept his bright eye observantly upon her. Good day. The chamber, furnished bachelor fashion, that you wish to see, and were inquiring for when I stepped out, is on the 5th floor, pointing with his hands, near to the window of my establishment. But now that I remember, one of you has already been there, and can show the way. Gentlemen, they paid for their wine, and left the place. Gentleman advanced from his corner, and begged the favour of a word. Willingly. Sir, said Monsieur Defarge, and quietly stepped with him to the door. Their conference was very short, but very decided. Almost at the first word, Monsieur Defarge started and became deeply attentive. It had not lasted a minute when he nodded and went out. The gentleman then beckoned to the young lady, and they, too, went out. Madame Defarge knitted with nimble fingers and steady eyebrows, and saw nothing. Mr. Jarvis Lurie and Miss Minute, emerging from the wine shop thus. Before, it opened from a stinking little black courtyard, and was the general public entrance to a great pile of houses, inhabited by a great number of people. In the gloomy tile paved entry to the gloomy tile paved staircase, Monsieur Defarge bent down on one knee to the child of his old master, and put her hand to his lips. It was a gentle action, but not at all gently done. A very remarkable transformation had come over him in a few seconds. He had no good humour in his face, nor any openness of aspect left, but had become a secret. Amory. Dangerous man. It is very high. It is a little difficult. Better to begin slowly. That. Monsieur Defarge, in a stern voice, to Mr. Lawyer, as they began ascending the stairs. Is he alone? The latter whispered. Gone. God help him. Who should be with him? Said the other, in the same low voice. Is he always alone? Of his own necessity, as he was, would take him, and then, at my pearl be discreet as he was then. The keeper of the wine shop stopped to strike the wall with his hand, and mutter a tremendous curse. No direct answer could have been half so forcible. Mr. Lorry's spirits grew heavier and heavier, as he and his two companions ascended higher and higher. Such a staircase, with its accessories, in the older and more crowded parts of Paris, would be bad enough now. But at that time, it was vile indeed to unaccustomed and unhardened senses. Every little habitation within the great foul nest of one high building fat is to say, heap of refuse on its own landing, besides flinging other refuse from its own windows. The uncontrollable and hopeless mass of decomposition so engendered would have polluted the air, even if poverty and deprivation had not loaded it with their intangible impurities. The two bad sources combined made it almost insupportable. Through such an atmosphere, by a steep dark shaft of dirt and poison, the way lay, yielding to his own disturbance of mind, and to his young companion's agitation, which became greater every instant. Mr. Jarvis Lorry twice stopped to rest. Each of these stoppages was made at a doleful grating, by which any languishing good ears that were left uncorrupt seemed to escape, and all spoilt and sickly vapors seemed to crawl in. Through the rusted bars, these, rather than glimpses, were caught of the jumbled neighbourhood, and nothing within range, nearer or lower than the summits of the two great towers of Notre Dame, had any promise on age of healthy life or wholesome aspirations. At last, the top of the staircase was gained, and they stopped for the third time. There was yet an upper staircase, of a steeper inclination and of contracted dimensions, to be ascended before the garret story was reached. The keeper of the wine shop, always going a little in advance, and always going on the side which Mr. Lorry took, as though he dreaded to be asked any question by the young lady, turned himself about here, and then, carefully feeling in the pockets of the coat he carried over his shoulder, took out a key. The door is locked then. To be continued.